we can move on to the next problem. Write down this problem. For a system having a transfer function 15 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 3, h of s equal to 1. Determine the characteristic equation omega n zeta. Time at which first undershoot will occur. Time period of oscillations. Number of cycles output will perform before settle down the system or settling down the system. Write down the problem clearly and tell me how we can going to solve. What is the first step? System transfer function is given and h of s is given. Determine the characteristic equation omega n zeta. Time at which first undershoot will occur. Time period of oscillations. Number of cycles output will perform before settle down the system or settling down the system. What is the first step?
So we'll convert the closed loop transfer function to open loop transfer function.
No dear, open loop transfer function to closed loop transfer function.
Yes, sir.
Now it is open loop. Find it closed loop control system transfer function. Very good. Okay. So g of s is given and h of s is given. So we can going to find it closed loop control system transfer function. How to find? G of s
by 1 plus g of
divided
s
by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So what is the answer? G of s is 15 divided by, so if you multiply this, what you will get? S square plus s into s is s, s into s is s square plus s plus 3s plus 3. So what is the answer? S square plus 4s plus 3. Correct, sir? So in the denominator we have s square plus 4s plus 3, and along with that 15 you can add. So we will get s square plus 4s plus 15 plus 3 is 18. Correct? This is the closed loop control system transfer function. What is the characteristic equation?
s square plus 4s plus 18.
Any doubt to determine this closed loop control system transfer function? All of you very clear about it? If I am asking any question, please open your mouth and say the answer. Yes, my dear. Any doubt to determine the closed loop control system transfer function?
No, sir.
Okay. Next, you can find it CH equation, characteristic equation. S square plus 4s plus 18 equal to 0. So what is omega n here?
Root 18.
Root of 18. So what is zeta? 4 divided by 2 into omega n. Omega n is root of 18. If you simplify, you will get the answers for zeta. What is next? We have CH equation, omega n and zeta. Time at which first undershoot will occur. Time at which first undershoot will occur. How to determine? Okay. Consider the diagram, this diagram. Okay. So this is the value. Zeta should be greater than 0, less than 1. Such conditions, the system will oscillate. After certain time slot, it will reach it for the stable output or steady state output. So this is called as the peak time. Okay. How to calculate it? How we are calculated peak time? What is the equation for peak time?
So pi by omega d.
pi by omega d. Any doubt in that? This is called as peak time, TP. So general equation to determine for peak overshoot or peak undershoot is n into pi by omega d. So this n, it is nothing but this is n is equal to 1. This is n is equal to 2. This is n is equal to 3. This is n is equal to 4. This is n is equal to 5. N is equal to 1, n is equal to 3, and n is equal to 5 are first. This n is equal to 1 is called as the peak overshoot, first peak overshoot. N is equal to 3 is second peak overshoot. Okay, and n is equal to 5 is third peak overshoot. The same way we can find it. What is the undershoot? N is equal to 2 is
So first
First
undershoot.
undershoot.
okay. N is equal to 4 is
Second
Second
undershoot.
undershoot.
so how to determine that first peak undershoot?
2
Sir,
pi
any
by omega d.
2 pi by omega d.
2 pi by omega d. Very good. So you know that how to determine now. Whatever it may be, peak overshoot or second peak overshoot, third peak overshoot or nth peak overshoot, we can determine using this formula only. So here n is equal to 1, first peak overshoot. That's why they took that pi by omega d. Is it any doubt in that? Can we determine any overshoot or undershoot? Second overshoot, how to find it? What is second overshoot?
So 3 pi by omega
3
d.
pi by omega.
What, sir?
3 pi by omega d.
3 pi by omega d. First undershoot,
So 2 pi by omega d.
second undershoot.
So 4 pi by
4
omega
pi
d.
by omega.
Very good. Is it clear concept? Okay. Can you determine now what is the undershoots? First undershoot, time at which first undershoot will occur. So T is equal to, what is the answer? 2 pi by omega d. Any doubt in that? Can you determine what is omega d? Omega n into root of 1 minus zeta square. You have all the values. Substitute and determine what is omega d. Any doubt in that? What is the t value? Tell me.
So 1.67 seconds.
1.67 seconds. And next one, time period of oscillations. How to find time period of oscillation? Anyone? Time period of oscillation? What is time period of oscillation? How to calculate time period of oscillation? Very simple. I'm expecting answers from your side.
Sir, can you first calculate the frequency and then calculate the time?
Calculate the frequency. Frequency already we have, no? This is damped frequency of oscillation. It is omega d. Then actually what is one cycle? One cycle only we are considering to determine for frequency or time. Correct. To considering frequency or time, we are consider for one complete cycle. Here which is the one complete cycle?
we can consider like from first overshoot to second overshoot, that can be like one time.
Yeah, very good, dear. So from here to here, you can consider this is one complete cycle. Okay, or you can consider from here to here. People normally take any options, so they will consider from here to this point, or some people will consider from this point to this point also. This is also one complete cycle, correct? From here to here, how many peaks it is crosses? If it start here, okay, if it start here, how many peak it will crosses then?
So one peak.
One peak.
No, peak means undershoot as well as overshoot.
Three peaks.
No, dear, you can see here to here, otherwise here to here we can call it as pi actually. Here to here again to one more pi, so here to here 2 pi. Are you able to follow? So we are considered here to here it should be 2 pi. Okay, the frequency here it is omega d, already we know that. Okay, the standard form to determine for time period of oscillation, it is very easy to compare. So here to here means it will cross as 2 peaks. Okay, here to here means it will cross as 2 peaks. So one peak, either this or this one, you can consider any one. So there should be 2 peaks, so it may come for 2n. Okay, that means n is equal to 2, you can consider 2 pi by omega d. Or if you considered from here to here, so here to here it should be pi, here to here it should be 2 pi. So it means that 2 pi by omega d is the standard equation to determine for the time period of oscillation. Any doubt in that? Hello, Arshit Sharma.
Yes.
Any doubt?
Sir, can you explain once again?
This is one complete cycle. Okay, so here to here the time, that means in terms of the radiance frequency, we will say that here to here it is pi, here to here it is 2 pi. Any doubt in that? In the representation? Okay, so now we are finding out what is the time period of oscillation. So already we know that it is there in radians, omega d radians. Okay, omega d, that frequency is called as omega d. But here in the cycle you can see it is 2 pi, so 2 pi by omega d. You can consider that 2 pi by omega d, it's called as the time period of oscillation. Any doubt in that now? Or else if you consider from this point to this point, okay, this point to this point, here only it is starting. Okay, here only it is starting. So this is one n, this is another n, it is reached into another n. Or people normally will take it, this is one n and this is another n, it will reach it in the same point again. So here to here it should be 2, n value is 2 pi by omega d. Any doubt in that? This is for time period of oscillation. Time period of oscillation and undershoot. First undershoot, how to determine both, it should be same. Any doubt? Normal time period of oscillation, how we can calculate, the same procedure here also you can follow. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So last one. Number of cycle output will perform before settle down the system. So this T as well as time period of oscillation, it should be same. So time period of oscillation also it is 1.67 seconds. Last one, number of cycles output will perform before settle down the system. How to determine?
Sir, TS by TP.
TS by
TP.
TP. What is TP?
So peak time.
Peak time. First you can determine the settling time. What is settling time? TS 4 divided by zeta omega n. This is the settling time. Yes. What is the settling time? How much?
Sir, 2 seconds.
2 seconds here. Okay. 2 seconds. How many cycle will complete? This is the settling time. System taken time to settle. That is 2 seconds. Before settle down the system, how many cycle it will be complete? That is the question. Are you understanding the question? How many cycle before it can oscillate? That means how many cycle it repeat before settle down the system?
By time period.
What's that?
The settling time by time period.
Very good, dear. Settling time divided by time period of one cycle. Time period of one cycle is 1.67 seconds. Already we are calculated. So TS, that means we can find it. Number of cycle completed is TS 2 cycles divided by 1.67 seconds. How much? 1. 2 divided by 1.67 is
So 1.2.
1.187 cycles.
197.
Okay, 187 or 197, dear. Okay, so before settle down the system complete 1.187 cycles or 197 cycles. Okay, this is the way settling time is calculated, and one cycle, what is the time period? If you divide by that one cycle time period from the TS settling time, we can get how many number of cycles repeat before settle down the system. Is it any doubt in that? Any doubt in this problem? Please open your mouth and say the answers.
No, sir, no doubt.
Others?
No doubt, sir.
Mohit? Prarthana? Rajat? Rajat? Sheikh? Nadim? Basha? Sharath Nair? Siddharth? People are present or not?
Yes, sir.
Siddharth, from
Yes,
beginning to end, he only saying the answers. Rest of the people are not at all opening the mouth. Ashwin Kumar, are you present? If you won't say the answer, I will mark absent. Not present. Ashwin Kumar. Over. What is over? Mayuk. Milan. Mohit.
Present, sir. Yes, sir. Understood.
Prasanna Kumar. Nunna Prasanna Kumar. Rajat Diwari. Absent. I will mark it all the people. Sisir. Okay. See that answers. Zeta 0.4714. Omega n is 4.24 radians per second. You can see that omega d is 3.74 radians per second, and time period first undershoot, time for first undershoot is 1.6792 seconds. Time period of oscillation omega d 2 pi by t, so we can get the same 1.6792 cycles per second. Okay, sorry, seconds per cycle, and we can going to find it settling time. Settling time is 2 seconds, and before settling time it may complete 1.191 cycles before reaching the steady state. Any doubt up to that? We'll move next problem. Okay, write down this problem. A second order system is represented by the transfer function q of s by I of s 1 divided by j s square plus f of s plus k. A step input of 10 nm is applied to the system, and the results are maximum overshoot is 6 seconds, 6%, maximum time at which overshoot is 1 second, steady state value of the output is 0.5 radians. Determine the value of j, f and k. How to do this problem? Anyone can tell me what is the procedure?
So we'll find omega n and zeta in terms of jf and k. And then, sir, we have the values of different parameters. We'll substitute in that.
Directly we can get the value of omega n here.
No, sir. It will be in variable form.
No. How to find it omega n? Tell me. Siddharth.
Yes, sir. I'm just
How
thinking.
to proceed? How to proceed?
So the js square plus fs plus k will be the characteristic equation, and the 10 will be the magnitude.
Directly I can apply it here. What is the standard second order system equation?
So we'll divide the equation by j so that it goes into standard form.
Very good, dear. Always we have that standard expression. What is the characteristic equation? Or you can see that second order system transfer function is omega n square divided by s square 2 zeta omega n of s plus omega n square. Okay, this is the standard second order system transfer function. But here you can see js square is there, but in the equation how it is taught, this is the best example. That's what I have inserted in the slide. Most of these problem I have taken from IIT materials. Please listen carefully. Okay, these problems are easy, but you must understand that, otherwise the entire problem will go wrong. While taken the characteristic equation or second order system transfer function, this should be there. The denominator s square plus 2 zeta omega n of s plus omega n square. This is there in this form.
No, sir.
What we have to do then? So we have to convert the denominator here. Yes, tell me, Siddharth. S square
So plus fs by j plus k by j.
f by j into s plus k by j, okay, k by j into 1. So next what we have to do?
So k by j is equal to 1.
K by,
So k by j is equal to root of 1. So we'll get the relation between k and j.
k by j equal to root of 1. What is that?
Sir, omega n square, sir, it's in standard form. So we can.
No. Now it is there in standard form. Okay, now it is there in standard form.
Omega n would be square root of k by j.
So 1 minute. So if you are taking, so what it may come? So yeah, sorry. So if you are taking this j outside, okay, so this j outside, then this j will go into the numerator. So you'll get 1 by j divided by s square plus f by j into s plus k by j. Correct, dear? This is for g of s. It means that q of s by I of s. Any doubt in that? Now you have to take the characteristic equation. What is the characteristic equation? F by j into s plus k by j equal to 0. Characteristic equation you must write always, okay? When you solve the problem, you must write. Now you can write it. What is omega n? What is omega n? Root of k by j. Any doubt? What is the next step?
Zeta.
Zeta. How to find zeta? Zeta equal to 2 zeta omega n is, what is that? F by j. Correct. So what is zeta here? Zeta is equal to f by j divided by, what is omega n? Root of k by j. Root of k by j. So what is the answer? F by j here. So f into jj will get cancel. So we can get root of k by j. Correct. F by j and zeta is equal to, so here it may come for 2, no? 2 zeta
That
omega
will be
n.
f by 2 root jk.
F by 2 into
2 root jk.
root k jk. Correct. Kj or jk. Correct now? Yes. Okay. What is the next step?
So we can substitute into the maximum overshoot equation.
We can substitute into maximum overshoot. So what you will get from that equation? Very good, dear. So now you can substitute mp. mp is equal to e to the power minus zeta pi into zeta divided by root of 1 minus zeta square into 100. You can substitute mp here and find it what is zeta. Okay, find it what is zeta. I think in the previous problem we already solved same variety. Substitute the value of mp and you can remove this exponential, so it may come for ln of this thing, and it may come for pi into minus pi into zeta divided by root of 1 minus zeta square. So from that, if you solve, you will get what is the value of zeta. Correct? Any doubt in that? Any doubt in that? No doubt. Next, what is the step? You tell me. Time at which peak overshoot. Time at which peak overshoot is 1 second. So what we have to do?
So pi by omega d is equal to 1, and from the zeta value will substitute, so we'll get omega
Tip
n.
is equal to pi by omega d. Okay, dear. So pi divided by omega d is omega n into root of 1 minus zeta square. So from this you will get what is omega n. Okay, and substitute zeta into this equation, you will get omega n. Any doubt in that? You can see the second parameter will get omega n. What about third one? What about the third equation? I'm expecting answers from your side. Determine the steady state value of the output is 0.5 radians. Determine the value of J, F and K. Tell me what to do now. A step input of 10 nm is applied to the system and the results are steady state value of the output is 0.5 radians. Determine the value of JFK. Anyone can tell me? So step input of 10 nm is applied to the system and the results are steady state value of the output is 0.5 radians. Determine the value of J, F and K. So in the problem itself it is given Q of S by I of S is this one. What is Q of S by I of S? What is Q of S? What is I of S? So Q of S is equal to I of S. I of S is called as the input. Q of S is called as the transfer function. Js square plus f of s plus k. Correct. What is I of s now? Please
So
open your
10 nm.
10 nm.
10 by
Input is an step signal 10 by s. So 10 divided by s into js square. Okay. So you will get js square f of s plus k. Any doubt in this Q of s? Next, steady state error. Already we have discussed what is the steady state error. What is the general equation for steady state error? In the previous case, in the previous steady state error, we have considered for open loop control system. That's why we are finding out Kp, Kv and Ka. But here directly we have the closed loop control system transfer function. So how to find it? So directly you can substitute into the equation S into E of s. Or you remember, limit s tends to 0. E of s is nothing but the transfer function. Okay, E of s is nothing but the transfer function. So s into E of s. S into that E of s is this transfer function 10 divided by s into js square plus f of s plus k. Limit s approaches to 0. So what will happen? This s and this s will get 0. So what is the result? This 10 divided by js square, this will get 0, this will get 0, denominator is k. Okay, so ESS already given, this is 0.5, k equal to 20 we can get. Any doubt in that? These are the very important parameter. Sometimes to testing the questions, they may ask this type of questions in the examination, especially for closed book test. Normally people will ask this type of thinking questions. Any doubt in this? So we have the value of k, we can determine what is the value of j by using omega n. What is omega n? Root of k divided by j. So we have the value of omega n and we have the value of k. From that we will get what is j. And next case is we will find it what is the value of f. How to find it f? So obviously zeta is left. What is zeta? F divided by 2 into root of kj. So we have the value of k and j. We determine what is f. Substitute zeta. Any doubt? Any doubt in this problem? I won't repeat or explain once again.
No, sir.
Not required. Okay. Any others? All of you are understanding the problems? See, simple substitution, it's not required to take it in the classroom. The reason why I am taking is you people are not practicing. Even many times I have given for homework problem or this problem. That's why I am taking all these questions in the problem. It's in the class itself. Please understand, whatever you have the doubt, you can ask and clarify it in the class itself. And try to practice much more problem in this. So whenever you will get the non-standard equations, non-standard form of denominator, you can follow these steps. This is best example for that. People normally what they will do is they will take whatever it is given the transfer function denominator, they will take it as a CH equation, not an case. So you have to clearly verify that what is the denominator, whether it should be in standard form or not. It should be there in standard form of second order system characteristic equation. If not, you can convert, then only you can proceed, then you will get proper solution, otherwise you won't get. Any doubt in this problem? Please open your mouth and say the answers first. Next class we will start with stability analysis. Stability analysis. So next class onwards, please, calculator should be required. That is must. Okay. Calculator, pencil, eraser, scale, everything, protector, everything you can keep it ready with yourself. Okay dear, thank you. Have a nice day. Any doubt means you can ask. Any doubt please in this session? I'm expecting answers from all of you. Every time I'm saying, only few people are opening their mouth. Rest of the people are silent. Neil, Rishad,
Yes, sir. No doubt, sir.
Ishan, Gunal, Mohit, Pritika, Ritik, Nitin Raja, Srihari. These people are absent. I called nearly 8-9 names, no answers. Pritika.
Sir, Neil answered.
Okay, dear. Shagun.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Siddharth. Cesar.
No doubt, sir, no doubt.
Sir.
Okay, dear. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Shall I wind up the session?
Thank you, sir.
Any doubt? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, dear.